Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my channel. If you are new to Invest in Your Face, I have melasma and post videos about all things melasma, such as ways to cover it up, manage, treat, and avoid triggers. If these topics interest you, please hit the subscribe button. I thank you for your support. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my results of using a compound cream of prescription strength 6% hydroquinone and 0.025% tretinoin over the past 8 weeks. I'm excited to share the results. Let's get started. But before I do, I feel the need to acknowledge this extraordinary time of historic challenges with the growing COVID-19 pandemic impacting everyone, young and old, around the world and here at home, with very serious health concerns resulting in important, unprecedented measures in place. The stress and uncertainty makes any change with my melasma downright trivial. Truly, melasma is not life-threatening, it's not contagious, but having said all of that, I don't know about you, but I could use a little distraction right about now, so here I go. I am shooting in a different area of my home today because I needed a low traffic area. Like most homes during this time, there are a few extra people in the middle of the day working from home, home from college, and school-age kids out of school, getting into the groove of e-learning. We are 2 adults, 2 teens, and 2 elementary school-age kids, all under a stay-at-home order. If you did not catch part 1 of this 2-part video where I talk about prescription strength tretinoin and hydroquinone, I'll include the link. At the start of using this combination cream, I was expecting to have more of a reaction in terms of redness and dryness, but my skin pretty much adjusted right away after just 3 applications every other night. I think there are a couple of reasons for this. First, I had already been using 4% hydroquinone that I talked about in a video about my fall-winter skincare routine, so my skin was already used to it, and the jump to 6% didn't require much of an adjustment. Also, the strength of the tretinoin was only 0.025%, which is the lowest. So not too much evidence of exfoliation. The most reaction I had was initially some slight redness on the sides of my face and only minimal flakiness, mostly just under the nose area. I altered my morning and evening skincare routine slightly during the 8 weeks, but basically in the morning I used a hydrating facial cleanser followed by toner, vitamin C serum, moisturizer, and finishing of course with sunscreen. In the evening I continued with a double cleanse using a cleansing oil and hydrating facial cleanser and finishing with the prescription strength compound cream. And my application tips for the compound cream are: be sure the face is completely dry before applying a thin layer to the areas of the melasma only, and also allow about 20 to 30 minutes for the product to thoroughly absorb into the skin before snuggling up in bed so that most of the product is not transferring onto the bed linens. Now, I did not use any other product in the evening so that it would not interfere with the tretinoin and hydroquinone in order to maximize its benefits. And now what really matters, the results. Let's take a look at some pictures. I have the pictures that I took at the start of my 8 weeks of using the 6% hydroquinone and 0.025% tretinoin, and of course the pictures that I took at the end of the 8 weeks, which show improvements. But I'm really excited because I found pictures that I forgot I had. I took them prior to the start of using 4% hydroquinone, which I did for approximately 4 months leading up to starting the compound cream. I wasn't planning to have this as part of my comparisons, but I'm just so glad that I found these other pictures. I'm excited to see the improvements of my little self-study and of course to share it with you. I will say it is very difficult with my amateur iPhone selfie skills to duplicate the lighting and capture a true before and after, but even so, there is a difference in the pigment. Let's take a look at these front, right, and left views showing the before and after pics of 8 weeks of nightly application of the compound cream. My melasma patches are on the upper lip area and both cheeks. I have to say, the pictures do show improvement in the upper lip area, specifically my left side here, where it is noticeably improved. The pigment after 8 weeks is slightly less intense, still there, but much less pigmented. That upper lip mustache area is the most stubborn. I do not have to tell many of you. I wish there was an even better solution. If anyone has any recommendations for many of us who suffer from this frustrating melasma mustache, please share about it in the comment section below. Now I can even see from this view the patch on the right side of my face is still the same size, but the pigment in comparison is less dark. Let's take a look at the right side. So again, the lighting appears brighter in this after shot, but even so, I can see a breakup in the pigment. This side has always been worse than my left side, but there too I can see a slight improvement. But the greater amount of improvements can be seen here with the front, right, and left views of this 6-month comparison. Clearly there is a lighting and background difference, but regardless, there is no denying the improvement in pigment. These are the before pictures from the start of the 4% hydroquinone almost 4 months prior to starting the 8 weeks of the compound cream compared to the same after pictures in the previous collage. I can see the improvement here with the bigger contrast in the amount of pigment. Again, in the upper lip area, my right side, and my left. I know this is just one person's comparison, but I hope it provides some encouragement. So I was not able to have my 8-week follow-up appointment with my dermatology PA because of the current measures in place by healthcare providers across the country. My non-essential appointment is postponed, but the PA's treatment plan was always to stop at 8 weeks. Literature supports that use of hydroquinone should not exceed 5 months, and since I'm at about 6 months, combined with the prior use of the 4% hydroquinone, I am definitely keeping with the plan to stop. Also, as you know, depigmenting agents, peeling agents make the skin more sensitive to the sun, and since sun exposure is already a trigger for melasma, it is typical to stop these types of products as we enter spring and summer months. Because of the longer days of sunlight, ironically, many of us are not leaving our homes much these days, but regardless, it's time to allow my skin to rest and restore itself for a few months. My plan now is to go back to my previous skincare routine minus any hydroquinone or tretinoin products. So I will start back up with a product I really like by SkinCeuticals called Discoloration Defense with key ingredients of tranexamic acid, kojic acid, and niacinamide. This combination helps to reduce skin discoloration and improve brightness. There are many non-hydroquinone skincare products, all available without prescription. Look for some of those key ingredients. As always, I hope this information has been informative and helpful. Keep in mind with any treatment, it takes time and patience and being diligent with that treatment, and also being diligent with sunscreen and limiting sun exposure. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps to promote my channel. And let me know in the comment section below about any treatments you have used along with your results to help share with others more ways to manage melasma. I will put links below to the products and videos that I mentioned. And now, at the risk of sounding like a public service announcement, please take special care of yourself, your family, and others around you, especially during this time, by staying up to date with the latest CDC and your local authority recommendations and guidelines so that we can all do our part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Wishing you good health. Thanks for watching. Bye.